2, check, mic check. How you doing today? Yeah, that's a little groovy. I hate to tell you, but that's a little groovy. Welcome to Crypto and Coffee. I'm the Data Lord. We talk about crypto, we drink about coffee, and we have news today. Wow. Happy Friday. How y'all doing? This beautiful Friday, July 14th. Let's go. And Gundy with the that's Gundy right there. Happy freaking awesome Friday, Crypto Nation, my guys. Huddle them bags, these bags. That's right. And happy Friday, DCTV fans. I see you. So let's get into the markets. Let's take a little peek. Not in a creepy way, more like in an informative way, right? Yep. So we're not creepy. We're just informing ourselves. Yeah, okay. Okay, bud. Let me lock my things down. So here's what I want you to see. The Bitcoin dominance right now is because everyone's asking, like, are we in alt season now? Let's take a look. So Bitcoin is this little blue thing. If I turn off the other ones, maybe we can see what's going on. So where's BTC? Why are you like this in window? So we're just gonna chop these up. I thought I knew what this was showing, but I'm not confident at this point in time. Why does the BTC no show? All right, we'll do it live. It doesn't matter. What you need to know though is that Bitcoin dominance is at 48%. Okay, so right now alts have a bit more dominance than Bitcoin as a collective. That's a good thing for Bitcoin though, because typically when the alts come out and play, normie investors and other investors kind of wake up a bit, start paying attention, and then we see Bitcoin as a hedge for once those altcoins are out of gas. So who knows? Maybe we can break out of this 31K in Bitcoin. So looking at the charts, though, Bitcoin is up 1.9% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum up 5.7%. There's good reason for this. Because of this whole XRP situation, I think a lot of coins that were skeptical and concerned that they might be considered a security, I think they now have greater confidence they're not. Doesn't mean they're not, just means they're confident they aren't, right? So Ethereum up 5.7% over the last 24 hours. People are getting back into Binance as well. So BNB's up 3%. And then XRP, currently as of this morning, we are up 64%. So XRP, really with this news we'll be going over in detail, they really pumped quite a bit. A lot of people were like, yeah, I'll trade the news here. This is big news. A lot of people were like, hey, I got bags. I'll dump my bags. A lot of people were like, hey, this is promising because I think XRP is going to be used by big banks and whatnot. So maybe I'll hop into that. Cardano had kind of the same concerns about being a security. So that's why there's a little bit of hopium in there, up 20%. Dogecoin, whenever there's excitement, Doge always pumps. So we're up 7.6% on Doge, feeling good about that. Solana up 23%. Again, same concerns about whether it's a security or not. So the XRP victory gave Solana a big boost of confidence in its sentiment. We have Litecoin holding steady. We did pump, retraced a little bit after it though, because I think people realized they're gonna see how high they can get these other proof of stake related coins to go, and then they'll probably throw that money into Litecoin in my eyes. So again, Bitcoin Cash, another proof of work. We saw that not go up. Litecoin proof of work not go up. This is a proof of stake. This is a proof of stake. right? This is a proof of stake like. It's not exactly proof of stake, but it's like it. It's not proof of work, at the very least. So I think that's kind of how the markets are reacting this morning. And let's go ahead and just take a look at charts themselves. And you're asking, I wonder what the SEC will say or do to counter this. Gary is itching. I suppose it depends what Larry Fink told him to say. That's kind of my view on it. But so here's Litecoin. We'll start there. And I'll make this ever so slightly wider. Yeah. There we go. So looking at Litecoin here, we are in this like head and shoulders pattern, and I'm in the 15-minute because that's what I babysitted on. But we have this head and shoulders pattern that we're kind of forming, and it's not going to follow this exactly. It's going to follow the general trend in my view. We're looking for confirmation of the head though, and the reason we're watching this is because August 2nd is the halving of Litecoin. So typically we have price action prior to the halving itself. So, I know we have exactly 2 weeks until then. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna be fun. So either way, it did retrace today, and so looking at this first head, it was kind of bumpy, but that's definitely a head. I'm sorry, shoulder. And then looking over here, I really do think we're going to bounce back up and follow this general trend. Question is, are we going to be able to break that like 114 or 115K? I'm saying K, that's wrong. 114, 115 that we hit on this left shoulder. I think we will. And, just to be safe with people, I'll throw that on there. But really, I do think we run this up. So it's a good opportunity to increase your Litecoin position if you have that. Not financial advice, but that's certainly what I'm looking to do. And I think we will have a run up. If we do, it'll be likely around next Tuesday or Wednesday, followed by a retrace and then another attempt around the 28th. So those are Fridays. That's a Tuesday. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if some of this other stuff. I mean, XRP is kind of a black swan event, right? Like that's something that we couldn't really expect would happen at this time. But play it. And looking at XRP, not to trade it, but just so people are aware of what the heck happened. That ruling came out, and I'll move even to the 15-minute, and here's what this looked like. Ruling came out, and yeet, we freaking got launched up here. So, that whole move peaked out at 97% gains within like a few hours, right? So, and then as of right now, if you were to have ridden that's 63% up. So shout outs to anyone who played that trade. Good for you, man. You can't, green is green, right? It isn't. But that being said, I personally really don't like Ripple. I think it has the capacity to facilitate CBDCs and all of that, and I think that is anti crypto ethos. So it's against the ethics of Bitcoin, right? Because there's for those who don't know, there's XRP, which was created by a group of people as a decentralized, in their words, a decentralized, in my view, it's distributed system. And then that same group of people started a company called Ripple. Ripple makes products that basically serve the financial sector. They integrate with a bunch of their XRP, created blockchain. But the issue we have on here is that one second. Yeah, the issue we have on all of this is the company Ripple owns 80% of all of the XRP in the world. And so I don't know if you necessarily like that idea that one person owns 80% or one group owns 80% of all the coins on that network. That feels way more centralized than I would ever care to. And it's not just like they argue that well, we don't control the servers. That could be true, but you control a majority of the cryptocurrency. So I mean, why does the consensus matter at that point? So I don't know. That's my view on it. You do what you're going to do. We have Bitcoin, and really where Bitcoin's chilling right now. Bitcoin is still in this channel, right? We had this big wedge, we busted out of it, and now I wish there was better tools in TradingView to zoom in, but alas. So we were in this channel. I'd say this channel needs a bit of an update. We have a bigger channel now. I'd say it looks like we still haven't broken out of 32, and really I think we're going to try to test that. We're going to see if we can go 32, and it looks like 29.5 is the new floor. So I think we're likely to start trying to bang around these higher numbers here. We'll see if we can break out of them, but at very least it is cool. We did break out of these yellow channels here. I think general sentiment will probably hold it, but we just wait and see. And then Ethereum, looking at ETH here, you can see we're still kind of riding these channels. We haven't really significantly broken out just yet. So I think Ripple, goodness, no, I think Ethereum will probably continue in here until we have some reason to think otherwise. And interesting, Tezos actually had quite a nice pump yesterday. In that whole court ruling, it peaked out 19%, so that's cool. Didn't last long, but it did pump. Wow, look at that. That sucks. That's stupid to look at. We did see Riot and Grayscale Bitcoin have a lot of movement up too. I'll move to the hour, and you can see like that sentiment is going up quite a bit now. I know you're not holding your private keys, and I'm not personally interested in that part of it, but why this matters is there are a lot of people in the general crypto space who are benefiting from people with 401ks, Roth IRAs, that type of thing, who want to play the price action, but in doing so they contribute to the floor price, I think. Yeah, in reality, it was a win for FedNow. XRP mechanisms will be adopted by FedNow. Yeah, and I think they will. I really do, and I think that's what this was all about, personally. But we have Grayscale Bitcoin, 68% up over, since the floor here, and Riot as well had quite. Are we not gonna? Okay, I was like, load, dude. Riot's kind of seeing some of the same benefit. Now, this isn't Riot who makes League of Legends. This is Riot Mining. They're different. They are different, although Akali Jungle. So looking at that run up 115% from bottom, and then if you have been patient over this full run up, why does this look stupid? Why are you the way that you are? There we go. So from that floor all the way up to here, people have seen a 500% up. So for those who bought at the floor, congratulations, you're doing well. But I mean, especially in stocks, you don't see that type of run up very often. So that's pretty exciting for people who are trading trad stocks. So good for you, man. I still personally think that Doge and Litecoin are going to have some significant price action once all this stuff kind of chills out. Doge also in this channel, still in the accumulation band. So what does that mean? It means according to chart analysis, you're still good to get a bag while we're in this box here. So play that as you will. You know, the upside, and this is the last of the charts I'll go into for the day. The upside is quite substantial on Doge, right? Like we have significant potential up. You know, we're talking 1,000% if we see previous highs. So you know, pay attention. Easy money. So let's get into some stories here. Headline. We'll just kick it off. We'll kick it off. I'm feeling frosty. Here's what we'll do. And then share this tab instead, and there you go. So XRPL, which is, you know, the full ticker, at the forefront of CBDC explorations by governments. This is what Indo is saying here. The whole FedNow mechanism, says analytics firm Messari. Crypto analytics platform Messari says Ripple is working with governments across the land to explore central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, built atop the XRP ledger blockchain. According to Messari, Ripple is collaborating with over a dozen countries on CBDCs that will run on the XRPL blockchain. The Ripple ledger uses XRP as the native token. Ripple is one of the companies leading the development of technologies that leverage the XRPL, which is the Ripple ledger, for institutional and government use cases. You see that? And that's what they were made to be in the first place. Like this isn't a pivot, right? The company is focused on utilizing XRP and XRPL to drive its on-demand liquidity service and CBDC initiatives. Cue fart noises. The XRPL continues to be at the forefront of CBDC explorations by various governments. The new Ripple CBDC platform is based on the same blockchain technology used by the XRPL. Ripple is working with more than 20 countries on CBDC plans. See that? Is, not could be. And hopes to leverage the XRPL to realize those visions. CBDC coin, guys, I'm telling you. Most recently, the Central Bank of Colombia has begun working with blockchain technology firm Purist and Ripple towards a CBDC. Ripple announced Colombia's CBDC pilot program mid last month. Colombia's central bank will conduct the CBDC pilot program in conjunction with the country's Ministry of Information and Communications Technology. The pilot program is expected to run over the rest of this year. In June 2022, the government of Colombia launched a national land registry atop XRP ledger, allowing registration and verification of properties via a blockchain. And yeah, that's the context I wanted everyone to see. And then we have this tweet here, right? I'll zoom in for all those readers out there. Huge win today. As a matter of law, XRP is not a security. Also, a matter of law, sales on exchanges are not securities. So this is the part that matters to us right here. Sales on exchanges are not securities. Sales by executives, this is the other piece. Sales by executives are not securities. So even if Booger Flicker Vitalik Buterin says you should buy ETH, that's not a security. Other XRP distributions to developers, to charities, to employees are not securities. So if you basically distribute crypto, say, hey, look, if you come onto my platform, help me develop, I will give you some of the coin as a part of your payment. It's not worth anything at the moment, but maybe in the future it will be. That whole idea is not a security. Doing that to charities or employees, right? So the only thing the court found constitutes an investment contract is past direct XRP sales to institutional clients. And so in the past, if XRP was sold to like a trading firm, I suppose that's what institutional clients would be, that would be considered an investment contract. There will be further court proceedings only on these institutional sales per the court's order. So that piece is still not defined, but we don't really care so much about that piece. That's probably useful context, but it'll create legal precedent for some things. But either way, the part that we're concerned about has been resolved. This has been a big deal. That XRP is not a security. Also, a matter of law. Sales on exchanges are not securities. So, I think we're free and clear on a lot of these things. If this holds up moving forward, that most crypto situations are not securities. So the question is, what are they commodities, or is there some other parameter they'll be defined by? I don't know. That's a big deal, and we don't have clarity on that just yet. So hold on to your britches. Hold on to your britches. Here we go. Ripple versus the SEC case, the final update. So let's read. Since the moment blockchain company Ripple secured a favorable ruling in the legal standoff against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, which threatens the regulator's push in the cryptocurrency industry, reactions have been pouring in, including from the SEC itself. In short, Judge Annalisa Torres concluded on July 13th that XRP was not a security, that its sales on cryptocurrency exchanges or by executives do not constitute security sales, and that other XRP distributions, including the charities, developers, employees, likewise do not belong in the securities classification. Yeet! That's a good thing. That's a good thing. On the other hand, it is a happy Friday. What's up, boss? I see you, brother. On the other hand, the court did find the past direct XRP sales to institutional clients do in fact constitute an investment contract, and the company's chief legal officer, Stuart Aldiorte, I don't know how to say that, said that further proceedings would take place on these institutional sales in accordance with the court order. However, pro-XRP lawyer Bill Morgan has expressed concerns at the later part of the judgment, particularly where Judge Torres grouped the sales to on-demand liquidity. They spelled HODL wrong. Customers with institutional sales, as he argued, the sales to ODL customers were very different, and wondered how this ruling would affect Ripple's ODL product and business. Yes, well, much of her reasoning generally about the institutional sales doesn't apply to sales to ODL customers who simply don't expect profits from investing in or speculating on XRP. They don't hold it long enough, seconds even. Remember, this is now all current XRP sales of Ripple. Yeah, that's a good point. So the SEC's pathetic reaction. Following the news of the ruling, the SEC told Fox Business in a statement that Aldiorte referred to as pathetic, that the watchdog was content with the ruling concerning institutional customers, but without mentioning the part that is Ripple's favor, as shared by journalist Ellen Tourette. We are pleased that the court found that XRP tokens were offered and sold by Ripple as investment contracts in violation of the securities laws in certain circumstances. In the words of the SEC spokesperson, the court agreed that with the SEC, that the Howey test governs the securities analysis of crypto transactions, and rejected Ripple's made-up test as to what constitutes an investment contract, instead emphasizing that Howey and subsequent cases have held that a variety of tangible and intangible assets can serve as the subject of an investment contract. Further, the court rejected Ripple's fair notice argument, noting that the Howey test is clear and that claiming ignorance is not a defense to violating securities laws. We'll continue to review the decision. Exchange relists XRP. So meanwhile, Paul Grewal, the CLO of crypto trading platform Coinbase, which had earlier delisted XRP, has said that his company has carefully reviewed the court decision and decided to relist the XRP token and again enable its trading on the XRP network. Additionally, as the co-founder of cryptocurrency platform Gemini, Tyler Winklevoss, noted that Ripple ruling today decimates the SEC case against Coinbase, which we've been holding on to our hats this whole time, hoping this would be the case. Adding a message to the current SEC chiefs, said, "Have fun with that one, Harry, Barry, Jerry Gensler. Have fun with that one, Gary Gensler." Yeah, dude. What, you don't like CBDCs? Come on, dog. Just try a little bit. Just come in the back alley. It's free. At the same time, the U.S. branch of Binance, Binance.us, has also decided to bring back XRP. So that's why we saw all those pumps and whatnot on other cryptos that are on U.S. exchanges too. Although I think the whole ACH thing's still frozen, is it not? Can anyone validate that? Do you know if Binance US still has ACH frozen for on-ramp and off-ramp? I think it does. To its platform in the light of a recent ruling enabling deposits. And announcing the trading on the XRP USDT pair. Hold up. Is this enabling deposits of XRP? I think that's what that is. Will begin on July 14th at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So right now. Wow. XRP price and activity soar. Elsewhere, XRP had pumped more than 87% in just 3 hours upon the news of Ripple's victory, riding on a huge wave of whale and other transactions, with its social dominance shooting up to 7.4% of all discussions online because people are bored in bear markets. Unless you're hanging out here and then we actually talk about substance. Imagine that. According to the recent data from the crypto analytics platform Santiment. Wow. So in a majority victory for #Ripple, $XRP has been ruled as a I clicked it. Why? As a non-security in an equally big victory for XRP holders. The price pumped plus 87% in just 3 hours. Our latest insights covers exciting whale activity, huge social dominance and volume, and plenty more with your mom. It doesn't say the mom part, but the whole huge social dominance part, and it's funny. Meanwhile, XRP was at a press time trading at the price of 78 cents, recording a massive increase of 65.68% on the day, gaining 68.64% in the last week, as well as growing 54% on its monthly chart, as per the latest information retrieved by Finbold on July 14th, 2023, the day of our Lord. So, Congressman Torres calls for investigation into the SEC over its approach to crypto. So, look, baby, when there's news, there's more under the hood. You got to know. Rep Torres, Democrat from New York, addressed one letter to the SEC's Inspector General, Deborah Jeffrey, and another to the Government Accountability Office's Comptroller. I always thought that word was funny. But Comptroller General Gene Dodaro. I love that last name, too. It sounds like a character in a fighting game. Dodaro! Doesn't it? It sounds like something out of an SNK game or something. Congressman Richie Torres has asked for 2 separate independent investigations of the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission for its haphazard and heavy-handed approach to digital assets. Gary Gensler, could you please come into my office? Yeah, what's up? I'm going to need you to put your member on the table. He's like, excuse me? Smash! Haphazardous and heavy-handed approach to digital assets is how you get your nuts crushed. It's true. According to 2 letters he made public on Thursday, Rep Torres, Democrat from New York, requested investigations into the SEC granting a special purpose broker deal, that doesn't sound good at all. Would you like a special purpose broker dealer? Licensed to Prometheum, a trading digital assets platform that does not trade digital assets. Say what? A trading digital asset platform that does not trade. There's the platform. They just do the tech. I get it. Under unusual circumstances and for its failure to create a rigorous but workable process for registering real-world digital asset platforms. Okay. The dubious decision to license a deceptive digital assets platform reflects the latest attempt by Chair Gary Gensler to politicize the registration process to an extent seldom seen in the SEC's history. Torres wrote, "When it comes to the trading platforms that operate in the real world, Gary Gensler, the SEC's path to registration remains a bridge to nowhere." So, good job, SEC. You've done great work. You're really helping your country here. Doing great. Representative Torres addressed one letter to the SEC's Inspector General Deborah Jeffrey and another to the Government Accountability Office Comptroller General Gene Dodaro. Torres called for the SEC, an overzealous traffic agent who arbitrarily tickets drivers for speeding and keeping everyone endlessly guessing about the speed limit. Oh, oof. Oof. If everyone could in the chat, oof. An overzealous traffic agent who arbitrarily tickets drivers for speeding while keeping everyone endlessly guessing about the speeding limit. What? Wow. Adding that regulation by enforcement is no way to regulate. Dude. Oof. Oof. .jpg. Prometheum did not immediately respond to a CoinDesk request for comment. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Sorry, you got us. We don't want to talk about that. Okay. Ripple CTO warns against XRP scams amid SEC-induced hype. No, that wasn't a judge. That was a Democrat representative from New York. I think. Yeah, Representative Torres. Which that's not her. If you look I'll show you what she looks like. You'll be like, hey, it's that person. Oh, it's a dude. Well, now you know. It's this fella here. This fella right here. I thought it was a female. This is a male. I hate to tell you that is a handsome, well-dressed black man. That's what that is. He is man. He is man. Somebody go get your mans. So let's get into oh, I screwed up the sharing. Shame. It's not really shame. It's fake shame. Ooh, I added the right one. Yay. Anyways, oof. Altcoin season, anyone? Bitcoin dominance tumbles. That's dramatic. After XRP victory, Bitcoin market dominance briefly dipped below 50% as altcoins deemed securities by the SEC notched double-digit gains. PP poo-poo. Sirs. Bitcoin dominance has taken a tumble in the wake of Ripple's partial victory against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, with a surge in altcoin prices briefly causing BTC dominance to fall under the 50% mark. Bitcoin dominance, the leading cryptocurrency's proportion of total crypto market cap, fell to 49.76% during Asian trading on July 14th, according to TradingView. Just weeks earlier, BTC market dominance finally managed to ratchet above 50% after a dry spell of 2 years amid a slew of applications for spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds from major financial firms. Over the last 24 days, Bitcoin dominance had been hovering around 51 and 52%. Okay. And so this is the Bitcoin. I'm going to add this chart right now, because if I don't, I'm going to get distracted and I'll never add it again. You deserve better from me. So, market cap, huh? Are you all caps? No. Market Kit Cap BTC Dom. BTC dominance. There we go. So now it's just in our little chart here. So that's quite nice. That'll be good. Anyways, thank you for bearing with me. The recent dip in Bitcoin dominance comes as the crypto community is chanting for the return of altcoin season because they're bored and need to pay some bills. It's true. Boosted by Ripple's court victory, the XRP token jumped 83% to top out at an intraday high of 86 cents and briefly came the fourth largest crypto asset. Is it really a crypto asset? By market capitalization. It currently sits in fifth place after a tussle with BNB. And Carl from the Moon, what a good guy. I think I'm following him already. Carl from the Moon. Yeah. He says altcoin season, plain and simple. The move was also noticed by members of the crypto community who celebrated the Ripple triumph. Several of the altcoins, also alleged to be securities by the SEC, surged double digits on July 14th. XRP declared not a security, Bitcoin dominance. I mean, don't treat that as a Bitcoin doomsday statement. It's just people trading price action. And you better believe BlackRock is playing with that ball. Ether gained an impressive 8% to top 2,000 for the first time in 3 months, while Cardano pumped a massive 25% to reach 35 cents at the time of writing. Solana, another token deemed a security by the SEC, was up 34% to reach $29 at the time. Meanwhile, Polygon pumped 20% to trade at 85 cents. Stellar Lumens, this is a IBM platform, interestingly. It's actually really fast. Payment network launched in 2015 as a fork of Ripple's code base, cranked over 50% on the news. So, good for you, man. However, it remains to be seen if this altcoin rally is sustainable. I don't think it is, with the longer-term view still showing that crypto markets are range-bound. And that's because in a bear market, only those who are ready for winter survive. At the time of the writing, the BTC dominance is back to around 50%, just above its 50-day moving average. The asset only managed a 3.5% daily gain to top out at $31.68 and was outperformed by its altcoin its brother. So pretty interesting just to see what reacted to this type of news, because that gives us kind of heads up as to like what things might move in parity, right, based on some other future events and whatnot. So anyways, right here, announcement from Binance regarding Bitcoin cash reserve ended FUD. Binance US, the US branch of the cryptocurrency exchange Binance, which is like finance with a B, has like Bitcoin finance, has responded to the Bitcoin cash FUD that has spread recently. Binance US, the US branch of the world's largest crypto exchange Binance, has responded to rumors that Bitcoin Cash, also known as BCH, which phonetically is Bish, reserves on its platform are insufficient. The exchange argued that it maintains a 1-to-1 reserve for every BCH token customer deposit or withdrawal, and that the recent pause in withdrawals was due to a technical issue that has now been resolved. According to some reports shared by users, BCH withdrawals on Binance US were temporarily suspended. According to the statement, Binance US had a problem with its deposits transfer system, which automatically transfers funds from customers' individual deposit wallets to the platform's hot and cold wallets for security purposes. Wow. The issue only affected BCH deposits, preventing them from being transferred as usual, leading to a temporary lack of BCH in the platform's hot wallet. The exchange says its technical team has been working over the weekend to resolve the issue and restore normal deposits and withdrawal flows for BCH across all networks. Also claimed to clients that their assets were SAFU, or safe and secure, and that no amount of fear, uncertainty, or doubt FUD could change that. According to the latest information, the technical issue with Bitcoin Cash on Binance US has been resolved. According to the data, it took up to 3 days to resolve the issue. So, whoa, those dude's eyebrows are nuts. Look at that. Look at those eyebrows, bro. I think Tim Draper probably has like a, if he played like Warcraft, he'd for sure be like a mage, 100%. Just in, Elon Musk announces he has founded his own artificial intelligence company and has a bigger PP than Zuckerberg. That's the science. So that cracks me up. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk, which is a weird name, but he's a good guy. The founder of Tesla and SpaceX announced that he has founded a new artificial intelligence company called XAI. According to Musk's tweet today, the company's mission is to understand reality. That's cool. Sorry, I needed to quench my throat. I'm speaking and it gets dry. I'm announcing that the founding of XAI to get a sense of reality, Musk wrote, without providing further details on the company's goals, products, or funding. Musk is known for his ambitious and visionary projects, such as colonizing Mars, developing neural implants, and creating Hyperloop transportation systems. He is also a strong advocate for the benefits and risks of artificial intelligence, which he sees as the most important issue facing humanity. Musk was previously involved in another artificial intelligence company called OpenAI, which he founded with a group of leading researchers and entrepreneurs in 2015, announcing formation of XAI to understand reality. And then, however, Musk left the OpenAI board in 2018, citing possible conflicts of interest with his other initiatives. It also sold its stake in OpenAI in 2020 after the company became a for-profit organization. Musk also criticizes OpenAI for using Twitter data without permission to train the language model ChatGPT-3. Just GPT-3. Musk claimed that OpenAI violated Twitter's terms of service, which prohibits the use of its data for research purposes without permission. According to official website, XAI is being developed with a team led by Elon Musk himself. So keep an eye out on that. I think this XAI thing is going to be quite interesting. Yeah. Just in, the Fed released the expected beige book. Here are the highlights from the content. And the Fed's latest beige book of anecdotal reports from businesses across the country showed that the U.S. economy continued to grow at a modest pace in June, but was faced with downsides from labor shortages and rising prices. So I want to talk about this right here. Labor shortages are caused by two things. One, people aren't having enough babies to replace people who are leaving the workforce and retiring or dying. And so one solution could be people fall in love. They meet their boo. They put a ring on it and they knock out a couple babies. That can happen. You could be part of that revolution. The other piece is labor shortages. There's a lot of people who just haven't done the work necessary to increase their skill set. And so, like in my discipline in technology, there's just a ton of jobs. There's a ton. I can't tell you how many jobs. There's so many jobs, and they're all very high paying jobs. And there's just not enough people who have the skills to do them. And there's not enough people who are stepping up to the plate and learning skills to do them. And so, there's easy money on the table. If you want to make it, you got to put in the work. But if you want to get into technology and you want to help grow your career seriously and really provide for those babies, you can double dip and really help fix this economy, contribute to solving real problems yourself, and you got money for your babies. Let me know. Here are the headlines from the document. prices increased at a modest pace throughout the period. Employers reported that they continue to have difficulties finding workers. It's because people aren't trained to do the work. Also, some companies, listen carefully, if you're an employer out there, you got to stop requiring people to be physically in the office. You got to stop it. You stop it. Like, allow every job that can be done remote to be remote, or at very least flex. Like, I'm telling you, do that, because you are throwing away an enormous talent pool by making a requirement for people to be physically in the office. That I'm telling you, grow up. Times have changed, dude. Economic expectations for the coming months continue to be in the direction of slow growth in general, right? And so why do we expect the coming months to be slow growth? Well, what creates fast growth? People making more money because they're providing more value is what makes fast growth. And so it's going to take a while for legitimate progress to be made, right? Because people have to actually learn skills and be hired and trained in roles and stay at their job. That's all required to repair the economy. Or we can always start a new war and just have Boeing and, defense contractors crank up a bunch of money in, the creation of the, military effects. Labor demands remained healthy during the survey period. Overall economic activity has risen slightly since the end of May, because people have kind of saved and they feel like they're in a spot where they can spend a little bit. Employment rose moderately during this period, with some job growth in most regions, and labor demand remained healthy. Okay. Some regions recorded a slowdown in the rate of price increases. So we saw a little plateau on price increases. Authorities in many regions have reported that wage increases have returned to or approaching pre-pandemic levels. So that's good. We're getting back to how some stuff was before this whole, COVID-19 reaction. Prices rose modestly overall, with a few regions recording some slowdown in growth rate, and price expectations for the next few months are generally stable or lower. And so it looks like things are going to start healing a little bit. According to the Beige Book. The Beige Book is one of the tools the Fed uses to assess the state of the economy and determine monetary policy. The next Fed meeting will be held on July 27th and 28th. Man, just in time for Litecoin's halving. When policymakers will decide whether to maintain their ultra congruent stance or start reducing their large bond buying program. So, there's good and bad in there. But either way, if you want to help your family out, look, learn to cook, learn to shop effectively, buy ingredients in bulk, that type of thing. Learn to always be investing in yourself, your skill set. Always look at your resume and try to see if you can't make that more competitive, so that if ever the company you're working for had to do layoffs because of things like COVID-19 or whatever, you can just throw your resume out there and easily scoop up a job. That type of stuff, I think, is what makes your household way more secure, right? You create stability there because you know that you provide value and you're being responsible, and you can really stretch what money you do bring in, right? So SEC makes its first statement after the Ripple victory. So let's check this out. The first statement by the SEC came after the judge in the lawsuit between Ripple and SEC declared that XRP tokens sold on exchanges are not securities, and neither is your mom. The judge also stated that institutional sales by Ripple violated securities laws. Here is the SEC's first statement on the matter. We are pleased that the court has found XRP tokens have been offered and sold by Ripple as an investment contract in certain circumstances in violation of securities laws. The court acknowledges before the SEC that the Howey test governs the securities analysis of cryptocurrencies and rejected Ripple's fabrication test as to what constitutes an investment contract, instead emphasizing that Howey and subsequent lawsuits have ruled that various tangible and intangible assets can be the subject of an investment contract. The court also rejected Ripple's fair notice argument, stating that the Howey test is clear and that the non-disclosure claim is not a defense for violating securities laws. We will continue to review the decision. So it feels like it's solid, but there's still some other things that need to be answered here. So I think you never want to be that team that has excessive celebration, but and just has like another detail come out and you all look stupid. Don't be that guy. Polygon here. This gets into some more techie stuff, actually, not policy. Polygon unveils game-changing transformation of Matic into versatile POL token. So let's check this out. Polygon Labs, the development team behind Ethereum scaling solution Polygon, has announced its new native token, POL. Through a Twitter announcement, Polygon Labs proposed an upgraded plan to replace the existing Matic, because it used to be called the Matic network, with POL, thereby establishing POL as the exclusive token for all networks within the Polygon ecosystem. That's cool. So today, the next technical proposal of Polygon 2.0 is unveiled. POL, the upgraded token of the Polygon protocol. Always clicking on stuff. So just so you know, when I'm spazzing like that, sometimes people put like an embedded Twitter thing here, and I like to highlight stuff as I'm reading it, just because like it keeps my brain focused. And when I click on this stuff, it opens a new tab, and it just so I'm not tripping, but I'm kind of tripping. So POL is the next generation native token designed to secure, align, and grow the Polygon ecosystem. So these networks include the Polygon network, Polygon ZK EVM network, and various supernet chains, dedicated application chains running on the Polygon mainnet. If the proposal is accepted, POL will serve as a multi-purpose token, enabling network validators to support the operation of multiple chains using a single token. That's actually really great. So it looks like what's going on here? So protocol rewards. Oh, you'll get paid in POL for any of these things. That's cool. So upgrading from Matic to POL would demand an upfront technical procedure. Matic will have to be sent to an upgraded smart contract, automatically retrieving an equivalent amount of POL. If the community supports this initiative, token holders will have sufficient time to upgrade, such as 4 years or longer. Each community of the Polygon chains will ultimately decide which token to use as gas fees. Some may opt for POL, and token holders may utilize POL to vote on governance proposals for dApps built on Polygon, with all rewards and incentives distributed in POL. According to TradingView data, after the news was released, the price of Matic token rose approximately from 73 cents to 77 cents within an hour, representing 5% growth. So that's cool. And then, our last story for the day here. Crypto exchange Kraken re-enables trading in XRP for US-based users. Okay. So on the 13th of July, 2023, within 30 minutes of Coinbase announcing it had decided to relist XRP, rival exchange Kraken, or Kraken, as they incorrectly pronounce it if you pronounce it that way, made a similar announcement. Kraken Pro. Wow. I always thought this looks like a comb you'd brush your dog with or something, It's supposed to be an octopus. I don't know about that. So they made this announcement. A few minutes later, Marco Santori, chief legal officer at Ripple, explained the reason for the decision to relist XRP. Yeah, it's the Kraken hole. Kraken hole. This morning, the federal court for the Southern District of New York ruled that XRP is not a security. As such, just a few minutes ago, Kraken re-enabled trading in XRP for U.S. users. We view the court's decision as a first step towards meaningful legal clarity in the U.S. Woo! Confetti! Clarity allows us to plan, to hire, and to invest in here where we were founded, in the United States of America, of these United States. The case is still likely to take some twists and turns. like your mom. In other cases, will follow similarly winding paths. Capitol Hill is working hard too. Multiple bills are making their way through Congress. This is going to take years. We're honored to be part of the movement advocating for clarity. That's true. I feel that too. I'm honored to be part of the movement advocating for clarity, for practical common sense law that will minimize risk and maximize benefit of blockchain tech. Real talk, baby. I love it. I love it. So that is our show for the day. Big news. I would say keep calm and hodl on. Don't forget to hodl on. And if you do forget to hodl on, well, that's on you, man. That's just on you. So, we'll see you later.
Mysterium ICO. Mysterium good investment. Mysterium cryptocurrency. To the moon. Mysterium decentralized VPN. Mysterium virtual private network. Private network. Mysterium Bitcoin. Mysterium good investment. Should I invest in Mysterium? Is Mysterium a good coin? Mysterium coin. Mysterium cryptocurrency.